being a little bit late. I had a message I had to respond to quickly, so I did not get the chance to go on here right when I wanted to. Also, this is going to be a later stream than usual. Or sorry, an earlier, we'll end this stream earlier than usual. Perhaps a shorter stream is the best way to put it, because I still have got a ton of work to do. I'm way behind on my Masonic responsibilities. I have some emails to send out, some summonses to create, and so I will probably be ending the stream actually, honestly, around 2 p.m. Eastern, so around 45 minutes from now, so I can spend the rest of the time today doing work. So there you go. However, so also for that reason, I'm not going to, I don't think, spend any time on the marketing issues that I've talked about before. Just because, again, I want to focus on the work that I have to do today. But 45 minutes to an hour, give or take, we'll just see who joins. And really, this is one of those just hang out, ask us anything streams. And I may be back on at 1 a.m. today. I'm not positive, but we shall see. I am in my very comfortable pink sweatshirt. This is one of my comfy shirts. This is what I wear when I got a bunch of work to do, so I can be comfortable while I'm doing it. But for now, let's give it a few minutes and let's see who joins. And for this one, it's just going to be a talk, hangout, chat stream. Don't forget, 29th, it's me and Smokey, and then that's my personal channel at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then next month, October 21st, there'll be another live stream. That might be a 24-hour scary movie watch along. Once I know for sure, I'll let you guys know. And that might be also my personal channel. Again, to try something different, to try something new, to try something fun. So let's wait to see who jumps in the chat to say hello. It's not cold, but it was rainy today, so it's damp. Kind of feels like maybe even how it would feel in England, like the weather-wise. Damp and kind of chilly, but not terrible. But this is like my comfortable sweatshirt, so... It's going well, Dream Seeker. How are you doing? I hope your day is going well so far. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. Let's give it a bit of time and let's see who else joins. Like I said, this is not going to be... This is going to be a hangout stream because it's going to be much shorter than usual. Probably... 45 minutes. Cole Aber, am I smart? I don't know. I'd like to think I'm smart. However, that is a very questionable proposition. I think, the Socratic approach, I am, or Plato was it? Right? I'm smart in that I know how not smart I am. So, I guess you can take, I'd like to stay humble. So Freemasonry is what we're talking about, Cole. However, for today's stream, I really don't have any specific topic within Freemasonry. More, I'm just going to wait to see who joins the chat and what you guys want to talk about, or any questions you have, because it's going to be a much shorter chat than usual. But I do this every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m., as well as I create Masonic interviews about Freemasonry, including like Freemasonry in Mexico. I'm working on one about Freemasonry in Brazil. Freemasonry in around the world, many other topics. Are you asking if I'm American? Because I'm not. I'm Canadian, but America's, wonderful neighbors. Or are you saying like American Freemasonry? Because I have discussed Freemasonry in various parts of America: Texas, California, Michigan, Illinois, often. right? There's a lot of Freemasonry in America, as there is around the world. No, no, I'm Canadian, Cole. And Mr. Keeps, I mean, I'm not a huge sushi fan. It's funny, I love seafood, and yet sushi, I never really got into too much, but I hope your stomach feels better. Maybe sometimes it's just, eating something new or different. But obviously, if it is, if your stomach keeps on bothering you, then maybe see a doctor or whatever it is you got to do. I don't know. Otherwise, I'll just keep my fingers crossed for you that your stomach gets better. I'm sure they do as well, Cole. Do you mind if I ask which small town? It might be that I visited them. I've not been to, even the majority of small towns in Ontario. I've been to a lot of them, especially in southern Ontario. So I may have visited that Masonic Lodge once upon a time. If not, Perth. Have I been to Perth before? Where is Perth? 'Cause that sounds familiar, but I don't think I've actually ever visited there before. Eastern Ontario. Looks beautiful. I'm just looking at pictures of it. Trying to see if I've ever been there before. Oh, you know what? It's between Kingston and Ottawa. I've passed through it. That's why it sounds familiar, but never actually stopped in or visited a Masonic Lodge there. But I used to live in Ottawa. And actually, a lot of times in weekends, I would travel between Ottawa and Windsor and Perth. I would take the bus. And Perth was one of the stops between Kingston and Ottawa, I remember. Or you'd even pass through it, so. I love small towns in Ontario. I love small towns around the world. So I don't know much about the Masonic Lodge there. I've never visited it, but I'm sure they're a good group of guys. By the way, Cole, I hope you'll hit the like and subscribe button if you've not done so yet. Um, Hit like, hit subscribe. I chat about Freemasonry in Ontario often. It's my home. It's where I became a Freemason in Windsor, Ontario. So I'm a little bit south of you, or a lot south of you, to be honest. But it still is great to have you join. I'm curious. I'm going to look up Perth Masonic Lodge, Ontario. I'm going to see if it pops up for me. True Britain's Lodge, number 14. Oh, here's the photo of it. Looks like it meets, oh, there's the picture. Looks like it meets at the Scotiabank, probably on the second floor, or where the PharmaSafe is. So, Dream Seeker, when you say most southern, do you mean like most southern small towns have Freemasonry? Or Freemasonry is mostly southern? Unless I missed a chat, because Mr. Keeps is mentioning British wax coat, which I don't know. Yeah, Dad says nothing wrong with British weather any better than minus 40 degrees. I don't know. I'll take minus 40 over rain and grossness. Rain and kind of humidity. I'll take just the snow if I had to pick. Though I'm sure it was quite the shock for your parents when they came to visit you in winter, if they ever did. A Canadian winter versus a British winter. Oh, most southern. There we go. I get it. Took me a second. Yes. Well, Windsor is as far south as you can get and still be in Canada, right? Unless you want to count like Pelee Island, I suppose, or Point Pelee. But in terms of cities, Windsor is as far south as you can get and still be in Canada. And I love it. Windsor is an awesome city, very underappreciated, I think. It is the start of Canada, and it's one of the best parts of Canada. If one of the reason, then the convenience of like you're 4 hours from Toronto, you're about 5 hours from Chicago, you're Um, um, like 8 hours from Ottawa, 8 hours from New York, really. You got Detroit right there. It's kind of one of those cities that is kind of central in a lot of ways. And cheap cost of living and just really cool people. So I'll always support Windsor, which I think we as Freemasons are supposed to do. I know people get sick of me saying it, I'm sure. However, I will argue again that we as Freemasons have a responsibility to care for the cities in which we live and to be kind of cheerleaders for them or promoters of them. Well, keep in mind, Mr. Keeps, my dad is bald, so he might not even remember what a barber is. Um, he's never had a chance to see one. I was born in Sudbury, initially moved to Windsor in 2005. I've been to Sudbury a couple times. It's a cool city. Cool, and not even really a city, cool town. It's pretty small to call it a city. But I like Sudbury quite a bit. The one time I visited there, and I did visit the Masonic Temple there. Not for a meeting. I don't think there was a meeting on, just to see it. I did find out, interestingly, I missed it, but I guess September 12th was actually National Video Game Day. I'm not a huge video game guy. However, this was 2 weeks ago today. Obviously, Freemasonry has been referenced in video games in the past, particularly Assassin's Creed Part 3. That's the one that I always think of, as well as, um, oh my gosh, now I can't think of the name of it. The Assassin's Creed games in general. Kurt Bow, you're gonna get us sued by Tylenol if you're not careful, Kurt. Although I hope you'll hit the like and subscribe button. Anyways, let me see if I can find the names of these things. Da da da. Batman in Arkham City. There's Freemasons referenced. Super Mario 64. Freemasonry gets referenced. So that's kind of cool. Hey, Winnipeg's great. I love Winnipeg. I've grown to love it more since I left. It's one of those things where when I lived there, I don't think I appreciated it that much. Um, oh, and Masonic Mysteries is also a video game featuring Masonic content. Yeah, I don't think that I appreciated it when I lived there, but I think that's just human nature, right? Like when you are always surrounded by the thing, or it's like a ubiquitous part of your life, you tend not to appreciate it as much. When you move or when you leave, suddenly then you appreciate it a lot more. So at least that's been my experience with it. Growing to appreciate it more upon leaving than when I was there. And then whenever I visit, which I do want to visit again in October, I miss it quite I enjoy being there. It's a great city. By the way, in Canada, Thanksgiving is coming up in about 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody has any Masonic plans for Thanksgiving, but if you do, let me know if your lodge is doing anything special. Obviously, in America, what I find is very often you will see lodges doing things for Thanksgiving, having a Thanksgiving feast, whatever it is. So we don't really do that as much in Canada, I feel like. We're just giving a bit of time to see who joins. I'll be finishing this stream in half an hour. I've just got so much work I have to catch up on that I'm not really planning to do a very long stream, but I thought I would jump on anyways, just to say hello. And if anybody does have any questions about Freemasonry, I can see if I can answer them quickly. Katsy says woo. Welcome, Katsy. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Please let me know how it's going if there's anything you want to talk about. Welcome back, your local Spurs fan. How's it going? I hope that you're doing well. Good is good. And by the way, anybody watching this, if you did win your um, gifted Patreon sub, you'll be hearing about it soon through email or through messaging or however it is I normally contact you. Oh my gosh, I gotta go through the whole list now. 12 people. Starting with Castro, not Fidel, just for the record. Well, it was 24 hours, so I don't blame you. Castro, Mr. Keeps, Courtney, Scruffy. Well, you won, but then you gifted yours to Scruffy. Dreamseeker, Eduardo, Brother Adam, Adeline, Peter Zaruki, Ryan, Rondo, and Smokey the Clown. That's nice. I don't know. I mean, I guess obviously it's anonymous, so nobody knows who donated it, but whomever gave the anonymous donation, I'm sure that it is much appreciated. I'm sure you'll have a great Thanksgiving. Is it like how many people do you think are going to show up? Is it open for everybody in the apartment complex, or is it does it go by floor? I'm assuming anybody who's there is welcome to attend. I'm sorry about that, your local Spurs fan, unless you don't want to do anything for Thanksgiving, in which case, then good for you. I mean, maybe I'll do like some type of Thanksgiving live stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll do, I'll eat turkey on stream or something, or maybe we'll do something. Who knows? If I can think of something to do on Thanksgiving as part of this live stream, I will let you guys know. I'm trying to think of what some fun stuff might be. Or maybe even like some type of giveaway on my Patreon or some type of special Thanksgiving treat for the Patreon members. I don't know. But if you guys can think of anything, let me know. Happy, by the way, first day of fall. 2 days ago, happy Rosh Hashanah. I do not know Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song, Steve Bano, so I'm very sorry. I cannot respond to that. Yeah, supposedly today's the rapture. I know. I was very concerned about that myself because I don't think I'm going to make it. I try not to be as I've talked about in the past, a reviler of religion or religious beliefs. It did concern me when a lot of people started arguing online that the rapture was going to be either yesterday or today. And I don't know if they were being honest or not. Obviously, there's a lot of dishonesty on the internet, but people saying that they had been selling their cars, selling their belongings, spending all their money because they believed that they would be raptured either yesterday or today. Um, I hope nobody did that, or if they did that, they did not put themselves too far into debt or sell too many of their belongings. But that did concern me when it happened. So, or when people were saying that, I have no idea what island boy means. I am a Canadian, which is not an island at all, unless you count North America. Um, DJ Real, I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining. I do not know what Alice's restaurant is on Thanksgiving either. I got nothing. Yeah, and again, look, people should worship as they wish and believe what they wish. I think that's one of the best things about Canada is people have the freedom to do that. But I would say, please make sure that you're not using some discernment. I would hate for anybody to have believed the rapture is coming and thereby ruined their life, selling all their belongings in preparation of um, getting, I don't know, ascending to heaven. The Island Boys are rappers, so I am not a rapper at all. I love rap music, but I cannot compose or perform any music to save my life, rap or otherwise. So, sadly, I cannot help you. Tell your neighbor. I hope you guys have a good beers together, good time together, and tell them thank you. You young whippersnappers having your beers, causing trouble. I know what you guys are up to. Just don't get into too much trouble, all right? Which neighbor? Is it your neighbor next door or neighbor across the hall? Congratulations. See, I was worried about you because I was hoping I was going to keep you up all night and then you were going to fail your exam. So I'm happy that you passed. Keep up the good work. And you should be proud of yourself. I hated exams. I barely passed them. So anybody who passes an exam, good on you, I say. See, so there you go. So I took the breaks not only to give myself a break, but to help your local Spurs fan or pass his exam, I should say. So there you go. I did it for you, your local Spurs, and not just because it was exhausting. I was also thinking for the next stream, what if I were to do it from midnight to midnight? So basically all in one day, but start at midnight and end at midnight. And what I could do is, again, I think for the October 24-hour stream, actually do a 24-hour movie watch along. I think that could be a lot of fun. It'll be October 21st. So I try to do the 21st of every month. At least that's my plan for now. But it might not even be on my main channel. It might be on my other channels, youtube.com/Cameron Adamson. So we shall see. But it might be on that one. Well, I was never much into curling, but nonetheless, that sounds like an honorable profession. Tell Florence I say hello. Well, I guess she can see me now, so she doesn't need somebody to say it. She can just see it. Or hear me say hello. So hello. Thank you for keeping my dad in line. Make sure that you don't let him get, out of line. 500 years old. Actually, I can't do the math in my head. 51 or 52, he was born. 73? I probably got that wrong. I think 73. Dad, if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. I can barely do math in my head. All I know is I'm 25, and that's the most important thing. That's what matters. My dad was 33. Do you mean was 33 when he had you, or was 33 when he passed away? Um, okay, but I'm very sorry that he passed away. You're a local Spurs fan. Um, that sucks. I mean, I can't imagine what it's. I mean, I lost my mom, but I was much older. Yeah, I was, in my 40s I was 40 when my mom passed away. So, I think when you lose a parent at an older age, I do think it's easier than losing a parent young. So, I am really sorry to hear that. No, he was born in 51 or 52. I think my dad is 73 or 74. I could be very wrong. I don't know. Roman, hello. Who's laughing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. We brought up the Romans a lot actually recently in the most recent 24-hour stream I did, because we talked about the Anderson Constitution, which referenced Augustus quite a bit. I'm not sure if you're mentioning Roman because of that or just because it's your name. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you are new to the stream, which I think you are. And thank you for joining. Is that his profile pic? It looks small. I can't see it well. If that is, that's a weird profile pic. I have not. There's a video of Osama bin Laden singing Poker Face. That has to, I mean, I'm assuming that's AI, obviously. Well, that is weird. I've not heard of that. But to everybody watching, so I hope you're doing well. Please take a moment, hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to be going for another 15 minutes. Like I said, this is one of those streams that's very short because I've got a ton of work to do. I've been putting a lot of it off. So today, once I've done this, I got to grab a quick snack and then sit in front of my computer and finally finish off all the things I've been putting off. So I'll probably do a 1 a.m. stream as well. Tomorrow I'll be back and I'll talk again more about the marketing side of Freemasonry, which we talked about before, and some interesting things I picked up. I'm just hanging out to see. Nice. 574 views ain't bad. Like I said, it just takes time to grow things, right? It takes time to grow things. We got Smokey the Clown in, I believe, because we got some hearts. How is it going, Smokey? I hope that you are doing well. That you do. Oh my gosh, fall asleep at work? Is it the sushi still making your stomach feel weird, or is it just you're about to fall asleep because you just had a long? I know you're up with me at the 1 a.m. stream, so get enough sleep. You know, it's funny. Again, do as I say, not as I do. I'm a hypocrite, I can admit to it, but I'm always bugging people about being healthy. And, for me, again, my health comes to the exercise side of things. I am getting a lot better at drinking enough water. That's something I'm putting work into. Still don't eat well, and I still don't get enough sleep. So I got to work on those two things. So, for the record, um, get yourself enough sleep. Oh, I'm sorry you feel horrible, Smoke. You feel better. Maybe today when I message you with your link for the free gifted Patreon membership, you'll feel better. Um, well, tell your roommate thank you. Tricks the 24 hour, like tricks to stay awake. Lots of coffee. That's a huge one. Um, Really, honestly, my trick is lots of coffee. And what I try to do is keep myself occupied with something on the computer. So I always have something new to look at and think about. Because I find if I stop thinking about stuff, that's when the tiredness sets in. But if I have a topic or something to think about, that kind of spurs me on. Good. Tell your wife that I say good. Um, if you're feeling horrible, you should go to the hospital. That's the other thing I am really good at is making sure that I do what my doctor tells me, take my medications, get vaccinated, all that jazz. And go to the doctor once a month to get blood work done. Oh, I don't think I could do that, Dream Seeker. I don't think I could do 7 days with just water. I would lose my mind. Um, I try to just eat 3 meals a day, like 3 square meals a day, but honestly, I don't succeed very often. But yes, Smokey, don't be proud. Don't be one of those people who's like, I need to, I'll just tough it out. If you're feeling really bad, then the hospital is probably the best place for you. That's become a whole thing, and I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea if you should or should not take Tylenol. I have no idea if you should or should take Tylenol when you're pregnant. Um, well, I mean, it could be. I have no idea. I mean, stomach problems. I don't know. That whole thing is like, yeah, I don't know. I guess what I'd say is whatever your medical situation is, or if you're pregnant or whatever it is, just talk to your doctor, take your doctor's advice. Because I got nothing else. Um, though my suspicion on some of this stuff with autism is a lot of it is just the fact that diagnose in a much, we have a much broader diagnosis than we used to for autism, which is probably a good thing, right? In the sense that I think it's better. You want people recognizing that they're a good zebra, not a bad horse, if that makes any sense. You say that, Smokey, but do you know? Have you taken a test? Maybe pee on a stick and see what happens. Just putting it out there. Because I don't want to give anybody medical advice. Um, that is true, Smokey. It is, you would be able to go to the hospital for free here. So I don't know if your job has I don't know if your job has health care or how it works there, but you know. You can. You have to become a citizen though. You can't travel here and get it for free. Though that was a real problem actually in Windsor. It's funny on that movie by Michael Moore, Sicko. Um, they actually talked about it. Of people like traveling from the States to Canada for healthcare. And when they got here, they would just say that they were Canadian, but had forgot their health card at home and would get free healthcare without being part of the Canadian system. So, which is not okay because they're not paying taxes into it, but they're getting healthcare out of it. But I can also can't blame them too much. I mean, I don't know what it would be like to need healthcare and not be able to afford it. I don't know what that would even be like as a question. Like, that seems like a horrible, terrible thing to have to go through, to need healthcare, but know that you can't afford it. Well, in that case, Smokey, I'll adopt you. So you don't have to renounce Freemasonry. If that makes you feel any better. Um, or, Smokey, you and I can get married. It is legal here in Canada. Now, admittedly, I don't think either one of us is going to enjoy the marriage at all. However, I'm willing to bite the bullet and marry you if it means you get free health care. So there you go. Well, no, I think he's saying you have to renounce it even if you're not a Mason. You have to renounce the theory of it. Um, that's the okay, but still, nonetheless, Mr. Keeps. You don't look 44, actually. I thought you were younger than me. Tell you what, we can get married. All right. Tell your wife it's cool. We are Chuck and Larrying it. That was a good movie. Even though I'm not a huge comedy fan, I remember thinking that was kind of funny. What we'll do though is we'll get a registry. Okay, Dream, you're invited, but we'll get a registry. I like. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'd put on as the registry. I could use curtains for my place. There you go. That's in the registry. Cans of tuna, because I like those. She said no, absolutely not. Well then, I hope you enjoy paying for your health care or needing to be insured. That's fine. I'm just saying you could do a lot worse than me, okay? Just gonna put that out there. Hey, that tuna's been great. Not only do I love it, but my cat loves it. You did, and it's almost finished because that's what I've been having the most of. Lately, I've been having a lot of tuna sandwiches with a slice of cheese, salt and pepper, and pickles, and that to me is a great a great thing. I haven't started even yet on the mac and cheese, but that's the next thing on my list. So to start, and I've had a couple of the ramens; they're pretty good. You know what you can do, Mr. Keeps, and this is a little piece of advice for everybody out there. I discovered that in the ramen noodles, it's the noodles themselves, and then you have the package of seasoning that you add to the water once the noodles are cooked. What you can do is um, add the seasoning mix to your tuna fish, and it like seasons the tuna and creates like another flavor to it. It's not bad. Oh no, I'm not a fan of that. That's tuna casserole. I never got into tuna casserole. You have them separate. Tuna casserole. I mean, I don't mind it, I guess, but it's sure not my favorite. I prefer them separate. Tuna fish sandwiches for lunch and mac and cheese for dinner. That's where it's at. Oh my gosh, we got Dream Seeker and we got Mr. Keeps. Maybe you two should get married. Sounds like you two are perfect for each other with your mac and cheese and tuna combination. I mean, it doesn't sound insane to me because it's tuna fish. It's tuna casserole, but I don't know. To me, what you need is like a white sauce. You can't just have it with like any pasta and cheese sauce. I mean, so how does your wife feel about this situation? That's my question. Is your wife supportive of your tuna and mac and cheese combination? Well, then it sounds like you picked right. I don't know if that was a discussion before your marriage. I feel like that's everything you have to bring up at some point. Like, you can't just get married and then spring that on some poor unsuspecting spouse. Like, by the way, now that we're married, just so you know, I add tuna fish to my mac and cheese. I feel like you got to give them an advance notice of that. Just my opinion. But it is good. On serious note, Mr. Keeps, it's good to have a wife that is supportive of you and all that you do. And it sounds like you picked a good one. So keep up the, congratulations on what sounds like an awesome marriage. You're waiting for a 7 foot tall Amazon to climb that tree. I'll marry her when I meet her. And she has to be a redhead. I wish you best of luck, Smokey. Or sorry, I wish you best of luck, Dream Seeker, in your efforts. I'm back. Sorry about that. No, I mean, we're going to end this stream soon anyways. Like I said, I've got so much to do. I can't have a long stream today like I normally do. I'm way behind on my stuff. So, a couple minutes, then we will end this stream. But thank you all for being here. Perfect, Smokey. Thank you so much. Hey, Freemasonry, it gives you a lot of work to do. If you do it well. I mean, if you don't do it, then you can just sit back and relax and not do anything. However, if you're a true Freemason, it comes with work, as it should. Right now, there is no, THERE is no, the three words, is for some reason trending in Canada. That seems vaguely ominous. Alright, guys. 1 minute, I'm going to end this stream. Thank you all for joining. Mr. Keeps, I hope you managed to make it through the day and then get some decent sleep tonight. That's right. 3 here in Ontario, 1 in Texas, 1 in Israel, plus my Scottish Rite stuff. The Texas and the Israel Lodge, they don't keep me crazy busy because I can't really visit them. But I do try to keep up on what they're doing. But the 3 lodges here, plus all my other stuff, keeps me quite busy. So, yes, we're going to end it right away. Your local Spurs. I should be back at 1 a.m. At least I plan to be. If not, back tomorrow, and I'll be back to talking about my marketing once again. All right, guys, thank you so much. That could do it. That could do it. I mean, Smokey, the marriage offer to you still stands. I hope that your wife will understand. It's exclusively for the medical benefits. But if not, still go to the hospital, get yourself checked out, and listen to your doctor, and etc., etc. All right, guys, I will talk to everybody soon. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.